She just wanna smoke on my weed, and she just wanna sip on my lane.
Guys, what is up? Maximilian from Maximilian Must Know here. Got another video. This is the first video I've actually filmed in a while. A lot of you guys have probably seen that I've definitely slowed it down on this channel, and we've just sort of been doing the weekly reviews every week. You know, I have a lot of content saved, so I've been able to do that. You know, there are definitely some reasons why content slowed a little bit, and my hope is to deliver you guys a lot more content as we fall back into the new year. And so I figured I'd set that off today with my full starting lineup 2015/2016 video, then hopefully get a few more for you guys up next week, go back to sample shopping, regular reviews. I don't know if the channel is ever going to be banging like it was 3 to 4, you know, and as I said, there's a lot of different reasons for that. Increased responsibility at work, health issues I thought I was dealing with. Thankfully, I don't think that I am, but other people around me. So it's just been really hectic time, and it sort of forced me to just fall back a little bit, but my hope is I can sort of return to somewhat of the level I was able to give you guys videos for really the past couple of years. So let's just set it right off with the starting lineup for this winter. Signature, so guys, you know the starting lineup drill. Sort of something every reviewer at one point or another does. I like to do them seasonally, and we're gonna set it off with my signature scent for the winter. I love this fragrance. I do think maybe it's a little overpriced. You know, these fragrances, this line is just sort of expensive by nature unless you go the refill route or the travel spray route. But if you do the actual big sort of coffin boxes with the beautiful bottles, you're gonna get hit in the head a little bit in the price. I feel like that's okay. Usually the scents that I like from this house I really like, and Intoxicated by Maximilian is no different. To me, this is like a perfected version of Angel Men by Terry Mugler. Sort of like a very smooth Turkish pulled coffee with just like a little bit of cardamom and cocoa. I love this fragrance. I can't recommend it enough, and it really sort of has been my go-to signature during this cold weather. My work scent, you know, this is a little bit bizarre for a work scent, I think, but I really just like this one. I think if you use it in moderation, it can come off as very refined and classy. It's sweet, but it's definitely, the sweetness is definitely sort of toned down by this boozy, dark, the boozy dark nature of this fragrance. There's some oud in here, there's some incense, there's lots of spice. From the house of Tom Ford, this one is called Plum Japonais, and I think this is really one of the most underrated fragrances from the Tom Ford Private Blend series. You know, Tuscan leather, oud wood, and tobacco vanille get all the love, but this one's great. The recently re-released Amber Absolute is obviously great, very close to the original, but I love to wear this one to work in moderation. Now, my night out fragrance is one that I was supposed to do a Sensifari on a really long time ago, and I have to profoundly apologize to the perfumer. But Misha's Perfumes is a great fragrance house. I'm going to be doing a Sensifari in the next couple of weeks on this house. You guys can sort of learn about these fragrances. They're priced very well. They're like around $85 for 30 ml. I was really taken by the samples I was given from Misha's, and so they were really nice enough to send me two 30 mLs of their fragrances. And the one that I mean, I like both of them a lot, but my night out fragrance, guys, has been this one from Misha's Perfumes. It's called Spice Cocoa, and you got to try this. Like, gourmand lovers have to try this one. It's really nice. What I like about this one is it's really well balanced. Like, it's definitely, your cocoa's there, and it's sweet, but it's not too sweet. It's sort of like a semi-sweet chocolate, and then I just get like this beautiful melange of different spices, and every time I wear it, I feel like I get something different. There's like cardamom, sometimes I get black pepper, sometimes I get nutmeg. It's really refined. It's not too sweet. It's just an elegant, sort of dry, cocoa fragrance, a little bit of sweetness, but I just think it's a great scent to wear out at night. And another reason why I really like it is I you know, not too many people are up on this house, not too many people are probably gonna be, I hope to change that, but not too many people are going to be wearing this one, so it's just a great opportunity to wear something different. My romantic scent, you know, I like to go by what the women in my life like. And this one has just done really well recently. This is a house that I did do a scent safari video on. And this one is from the house of Noma Terra. And this one is called Datura New Orleans. And this was my favorite from the Noma Terra line. To me, this is like a... So Datura, right, is a flower. To me, it's got a lot of white floral characteristics to it. It's very sort of light and airy and effervescent, but then you have the darkness of the sort of New Orleans nightlife in this one. There's some booze in this one. There's some resin. There's some spice. So to me, guys, they're really different in composition, but this is sort of, to me, a little bit like Black Orchid in that you have this sort of soft floral note. You know, in Black Orchid's case, it's orchid. Here, it's datura. And then it's just hit with a lot of different darker notes to sort of give this, not necessarily a masculine vibe, but make it a floral that a man can feel very comfortable wearing. And I feel very comfortable wearing this one. I think there's something sensual about it. I think women seem to like it on me. And so it has been my sort of romantic between the sheet scent this winter. Datura New Orleans by Noma Terra. By Suit and Tie fragrance, guys, look, I'm not the hugest fan of this house. Definitely not hating on it, but the fragrances for the price points, I just feel like, you know, like, I don't know if they're worth it. I don't know if anything's worth it. You know, price is subjective, and I'm fine with paying $300, $400, $500 a bottle sometimes, but some of these fragrances, you guys, I'm sure already know the house I'm talking about. You know, these stretch well over $1,000. I was able to get this one from the outlet sale that this house had. You know, I know they're discontinuing their extracts, which I think is unfortunate. I actually blind bought this one, and I was just like, oof. You know, it's probably my favorite niche purchase in 2015 that I made. I just can't believe how smooth this is, and if all the fragrances from this house are like this, then I am gonna become a fan and a major supporter of this house, and I can see more bottles from this house in my collection. But so this, guys, my Suit and Tie scent from the house of Raja Dove, this one is Amber Extrait, and I can't speak more highly of this fragrance. To me, it's like an ambery, boozy, like a really smooth amber with a hint of cocoa and like Grand Marnier or Cointreau, like orange liqueur. A little bit of chocolate, a little bit of orange liqueur. Just the smoothest amber scent you'll ever encounter. And man, dressed up, that is just a beast of a fragrance, and just really an excellent excellent scent. And the packaging is beautiful. I mean, I can't speak more highly of Amber Extrait. And then, guys, my daring scent, you know, I think the term daring scents is just kind of lame in its own right, but I still have to pick one, or I don't have to, but I just decided to. I think the Andy Towers Flash line is just so fucking dope, man. Like, it's really one of the best things to happen to niche perfumery. I think the fact that this guy's making fragrances for $60 of this high quality. I really like the incense one. There's a few others I like, a few others I own. I just think the incense one is great. It's got this like herbalness to it. It's a little bit leathery. It's very dry. It's not as bombastic as Incense Extreme from his sort of regular releases, but that's also a $140 fragrance or somewhere around there. Like, this is $63. It's not like a crazy incense like Lavis by Unum. Like, it's not that just hardcore liturgical in your face incense. It's a little bit more composed and sort of just more restrained, but it's still really nice. It's really cheap, and I think that it's still enough incense that people might be like, who's wearing incense, you know? Like sometimes, I don't know how it is in your circle, but sometimes it can be weird, when people wear, or people think it's weird for people to wear like heavy or fragrances dominated by incense. I don't know. Like I feel like that could be the case sometimes. But I think a fragrance based solely around incense is always a little bit daring. And this, to make no mistake about it, this is a real deal incense scent at $63. So, boom. So guys, there you go. There is the starting lineup for 2015, 2016 winter. I'm gonna try to hit you guys with a few videos next week, a few videos every week, you know, maybe a random video, a scent safari or something like that, a sample shopping, and then a review. You know, I'll definitely try to make that happen. Might not be 3 every week, 2 should definitely be able to happen, and probably 3 most weeks. But thank you guys for sticking with me. Thank you guys for fucking with me. Thank you guys for making Maxed Out one of Lucky Scent's top 10 fragrances sold in 2015. It was one of their top 10 or 15 bestsellers. Yo, like that's incredible. You know what I'm saying? And I'm really getting excited to do the next Maximilian collaboration with well, we'll just leave it at that for now. But hopefully there'll be another fragrance released in 2016 with my concept and channel behind. So you know, you guys all make that possible. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know what your starting lineup is for the winter, and if you enjoyed these picks, guys. I'll see you again real soon with more videos. You know what it is. My name is Maximilian, guys, and I must know one